Thank you, Tom. See, Tom, man, Tom's a good guy. He's so helpful. That's one thing, yo. You always come through at the right time. You got that clutch. They don't show no body parts, but we're gonna allow it anyway. Everyone's 18, right?
But I'm actually just
turned 18.
Yes, here it comes. Here it comes. All right,
so let's see this. Fighting pretty much bare knuckle, huh?
Yeah, bare knuckle.
The organized street fight, you see.
He looked a little woozy from that first shot. Oh,
down. Okay,
he's out.
Stiff arms. Yep.
Whoa!
And he immediately goes right for it. Immediately.
I mean, the water's right there. They still got to give him a hand job. What's going on? All right, now, what's crazy too is like they take turns. Like, I don't understand. So this must be like a thing that they regularly do. Like, look, it's another person I believe now. He's like, no, let me do it. I'm better at it.
I mean, we all know if you get woken up with one of those, you're waking up.
Shouldn't you be awake by now? Is he pretending to be asleep?
But if I wake up and there's a group of men around me, that's just not my preference. But some people, maybe, who knows?
You know why this is not working, right?
How you get knocked out in front of everyone, and then you get jerked off by a bunch of guys in front of everyone. Wow, you definitely have a rough day.
That's definitely a rough day. That's definitely
a minute.
That's next level day.
He's like, all right, you guys stop jerking him off. He's had enough of this.
Wait, did they carry him off now?
I guess he's going to the doctor so the doctor can do it the correct way because he's a professional.
Correct way, right? We need a professional.
We need a professional hand job to make this and save his life. Maybe had there been some nipple pitching, it might have worked better.
Before he started, right?
Yeah, after seeing the GSP video, you know. All right, so we're on like.
I know what's coming on this one. I see it already. The oil check.
This is something that I strongly disagree with this. I'm a grappler. I've been to a lot of tournaments. Jiu-jitsu guys, we don't do this shit. But you go to a wrestling tournament, I don't know. Any wrestlers in the comments explain what's
it's allowed?
It's not allowed.
What's Heavy D? Yeah, technically, I mean, it's tough to say because I see people doing it and getting away with it. You know, not personally because I don't go to wrestling tournaments, but in the wrestling tournaments, this shit is notorious. This though is the worst one I've ever seen. I mean, his fingers disappear. Like that's something where we need to meet in the parking lot and like have a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, forget wrestling. Now we bare knuckle. You know what I mean?
I mean, how about the guy didn't let go though?
Which guy?
He was determined. He was determined.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be wow.
Where is he gonna go? He had his arm up in there, like you know. Now that I think about it, that's why some of these guys do that. From what I hear, the people that are savages and do that, it gives you like the ultimate control. It's like the ultimate cheat move. You know what I mean? It's like up, down. It's like that shit.
Yeah, I would definitely quote, what the hell's going on over here?
All right, so I've seen a lot of body conditioning, right? I've seen a lot of body conditioning, but I've seen body condition on someone with a conditioned body. I think at this level, maybe you should wait till you lose a little bit of weight. But he's doing a body conditioning drill. I really don't. I don't know what's going on. Let's go,
I mean, the best part of the video is the hype man. He's really hyped.
Watch this.
If you're training and you get that hype man there and you get amped up, I don't know.
Yeah, he was pretty hyped. Watch him. Watch closely here. He's calling it on harder. But then he bit off too much than he could chew and he got caught in the rib. Watch this face. There it goes. He said hard about 3 times and then he regretted it.
Yeah.
Who's Andrew V? He just tuned in and he's like, I see someone's fingers in someone's ass.
Yeah. What's up, guys? You missed the best part of the show.
He's cheating on his girlfriend.
Hey, Andrew V, what you missed was we found about this fighting organization. When you get knocked out, they wake you up with hand jobs. True story. Go back in the podcast when it's done live streaming. You'll see it for yourself. What you just witnessed is something that wrestlers do that, honestly, I believe should be a freaking crime, but it's just a disqualification instead of charges. And it happens to wrestlers. I don't even got to ask the wrestlers. I can't speak for that. And then we had GSP and lots of legends pinching their nipples. It's a real technique, Drew. Google it. You'll learn a lot. Next time you ever in a street fight, Drew, pinch your nipples before it, and you're gonna win the fight. I promise you. I promise that.
Or the guy might just say, you know what, forget it. I'm walking away.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So either way, it's a win-win for you.
You ever see those videos, the funny videos? The guy goes, "Let's fight," and then he pulls his pants off. Yeah, and everyone runs away. I guess, you'd be like, what the hell is going on here?
Right?
It's so awkward, you get confused. And you don't know what the guy wants at that point.
To be honest, even in a street fight situation, just like what GSP was saying, it does break that monotony. So even if you have this tension, right, you guys do about the fight, and someone breaks that monotony, breaks the tension with grabbing the nipples or pulling the pants down, whatever, all of a sudden it breaks that, you're super mad, and all of a sudden you're confused and,
definitely confused.
Maybe even laughing on the inside, or going what the fuck, whatever, and then you just it puts an end to the fight before the fight starts.
My first sensei used to say in a fight, if you could think of a distraction tactic, even the most simplest ones, they're effective. And he made a good point one day in class. While he was talking about that, he started to tap his foot. I noticed in my peripheral, but I also knew my sensei used to love testing people, so I didn't react on it. But one person looked down at the foot. He fought like a backhand. He learned a lesson. He said, you see the little distractions. He was like, when you're in a threatening scenario, focus on the threats. Don't focus on anything else. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the foot tap.
Basically, your sensei watched Karate Kid. Always look eye. Always look eye. That's
Wait, Karate Kid teaches you to look into the eyes? Because I disagree with that, and I didn't remember that from Karate Kid.
Yeah, when you bow. When you bow. Always look eye. Always look eye.
Yes, you're right. Yes. Thank you for clarifying that. Yeah, because if you don't look,
clearly, I don't think you watched Karate Kid enough times. You should go. You should after this go watch Karate Kid.
It's been a while. You're right. It's been a while. I deserve that. So with that said, let's do some rating now. Now we're going into the rating sections. Unless you guys got, you know what? Hold on. I didn't grill you guys yet. So any weird shit you guys want to admit to doing in your training and made you get ready for fights, even if it's superstitious. Some fighters are superstitious. A ritual you had to do to get mentally ready.
I mean, I always had to watch Bloodsport. That's not odd, though, or something too out of the norm.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it don't have to be weird if you're not a weirdo.
That was always a ritual, 100%.
Yeah, right.
And there's one thing, and Bobby can attest to this, and it still holds true to this day, and it's a song that comes on the radio. I don't know how much if you want to talk about it, Bobby. I don't know if it's something that we keep just to you and I, or
it comes on a lot at the gym because I have the station on at the gym that people hate and I freaking love, but this song comes on at the gym a lot.
It's trapped on this one channel. For people that don't understand, Bobby said it one day or somebody touched it, and it's been that fucking way ever since. And no one can change it.
By the way, my favorite station. Clearly, I put it on.
I had a feeling, but I didn't want to throw you under the bus. I just roll with it. You know me. I'm the man. You know what I mean? Whatever Bobby says, it's true. I just go, nah, it's true. It's true, guys. So, damn, that distract. Oh, so Bobby, though. I'm sorry, Tom. You was in the middle of a story. Yeah, go on.
Well, we were discussing. Bobby actually mentioned it to me one time. We're talking, God, I can't even tell you. 15 years ago. I don't even know how long ago. Long time ago, 15, 20 years, when we were fighting. And then Bobby noticed one day, and he told me, and he was like, listen, he's like, I don't know why, but every single time that we're going to fight, and he noticed it, especially, on his fights, he's like, I hear the song I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys. But
I did not see that one coming.
But it's not. Yeah, but no. But it's not Bobby playing it like, hey, I'm going to play this song and get amped up. Like, this is going to pump me up. It's a song we would go into, hey, you know what? Let's go to Dunkin' Donuts, grab, a drink real fast before the fight, or we're on our way to the fight. We stop at 7-Eleven. The radio in the car. It would play. And we would just look at each other and just be like, "Oh my God! Like, there's our sign that we're going to do well today."
That's for the song, but the song found its way, like
100%. We don't go out of the way and play it, and to this day, it still happens. There's been times where I'll look at like if something happens, and before one of Bobby's fights, I know he hasn't fought in a few years. He's retired, maybe, I don't know. But
it's like Connor, maybe.
But even I'd be in the car and I would hear it, and I would even tell my wife. I would look at her and I'd be like, "Look," and she's like, "Oh my God!" And I'm texting Bobby right away. I'm like, "Bobby," I was like, we don't say anything because it's kind of like the perfect game, like when a picture's perfect. We don't say what it means. I just send him a picture, and he knows, hey, this is on the radio right now. Look, or we just we just send each other. Yeah, we know exactly what it means, but it's like, yeah, here's the sign. But it is freaky how much I don't hear that song often.
So
any other time,
you got to be that song is from like 1990.
So let me ask you a serious question.
Right? Like, especially now, it's not a popular song. That's played a lot.
If you're not scheduled for a fight and that song comes on, do you like suddenly get amped up and look around for somebody to fuck up?
Yes, it's a weird trigger because it is now because now it is related to that. So yes.
Next question: what would happen if it was you two in a room, just you two, and that song came on? Y'all look at each other, just start dumping, start scrapping.
The funniest thing is when
So Bobby, I got to see you for your last retirement fight, and I noticed you were one of the fighters who you completely changed into another person, not in a bad way or become another person, but what I noticed was that you like pulled into yourself. You were very quiet. Like as the days approached, you got quieter, and you kind of just like went into this like this mental shelter, and you were like just getting yourself fight ready, and that shit was pretty cool to watch, man, because what I seen was a man psychologically turning himself on, but through a lengthy process. So can you talk to me a little bit about like, how do you prepare yourself through those days? Because obviously I could tell it's very methodical for you. Whatever your system is, you have some system that you run its course. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is obviously if you know me, you know I'm like a jokester. I don't really take too many things serious. Even training you, I'll bust your balls nonstop. But fighting, I take fighting very serious, and I take training very serious, and I take everything very serious, and it is very hard to live with me the week of a fight because there is no talking to me, and any time of the day I could just randomly be talking, and I'm not afraid to admit I randomly talk the week of the fight about how I'm going to lose. Mostly.
Oh, okay.
What happens if I lose?
So that's kind of cool to me because it might be weird, but fuck it, who cares? Because when you're doing something on like this brilliant level, this genius level, you gotta go with your instinct. And your instincts is telling you, yo, this is how I fucking win. This is how I fuck people up, and it must work. I mean, you got 7 titles. You defended all of them. You lost one and got it back. So obviously you have this method. So let me ask you, has there ever been a fight camp where your method got ruined and like, did you stress it or did it turn out okay?
Just one time I was fighting this guy, George Bustamante, and I had a fractured hand and I had to change the whole game plan. I remember warming up and I remember being in so much pain and I was like, oh my God, I don't know why the hell I'm going out there. I don't know why I'm going out there. And I wound up kicking. And people say like I can kick. I don't know why people don't think I can kick. I kick really good. I just punch more than I kick, but I can kick. So I wound up winning the fight by kicking.
Yeah, that was the fight. I think now you told me that fight. You said that was the fight where you threw the most kicks you ever threw in your life. You just tripled up on those kicks. His fucking arms must have been hurting. Taking enough kicks. There was a fight the other day in MMA where the whole fight, the guy not significantly, but was clearly favoring his right arm, keeping it back, not using it. A few times he even like tucked it in. So the whole fight, everyone thought it was injured, and they spoke to him at the end of the fight, and he was like, "Nah, I wasn't injured." He was just like, "Yo, that dude was kicking my arms really fucking hard. It was hurting."
Yeah.
So it plays its role. You know, it has its effect.
I fought in Switzerland, and I fought this guy Alan Champey, and he was world champion. And he kicked so hard that I had 3 chips off my point of my arm, like you guys could see. But by my elbow, I had 3 chips of bone that came off my elbow from his kicks. So when I had to get an X-ray, they showed me that 2 of them still float, and 1 of them came back to the bone. So I have like
that's
1 month.
pretty crazy.
Wow. Yeah,
because
that's from him kicking.
The 4 bones that are the hardest in your body is what the sole, you know, the bottom of your foot towards the back with the heel, your palm, the bottom of your palm, your elbows and your knees, and his shin bone cracked the tip of your elbow. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I did. It was crazy because I was training for a fight afterwards, and I remember Terrence Hill. If you guys know Terrence Hill threw like a round kick, and I just blocked it. And I fell on the floor from blocking it, from being in so much pain that my arm hurt so bad that I went to the doctor and they x-rayed it and they showed me and stuff. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah,
it happens. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get into our ratings. So you guys got your scorecards ready?
Got them ready.
All right, so we have a cutoff point at 9:15. So we're gonna try to run through these quick. But feel free to leave comments on the videos, crack jokes. You know what I mean? That's what this is for. So now we're getting onto our ratings.